How's it brawling, guys? Dr. Nemesis here, coming at you today in a brand new episode of Nemesis Brawls. I hope you guys enjoyed the new intro and of course the new outro. Didn't work very hard on them because I got them from, what was it, Video Blocks. This is in no way a sponsored video at all. Video Blocks is great for free images, videos, clips, stuff you can use for free if you are a YouTuber. So go ahead and check them out. Again, videoblocks.com, definitely worth some time. Anyway, today I want to talk about 10 things that Brawl Stars needs. In my opinion, it needs these things, not severely. It's not dying for these things, but it does need some of them. Let me know what your opinion is. Do you think it really needs some of these? Or is it perfect the way it is? Personally, I think it's fine the way it is, and it can hit global. But some of these things would be very, very crucial, and they're really, like I said, in my opinion, they are needed, so the game can be as great as it can be upon global launch. So let's jump right into it. Top 10 things that I think Brawl Stars needs in order to go global. So coming in at number 10 is banned messaging. Clash of Clans has it. Boom Beach has it. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure Heyday has it. Clash Royale has it. Brawl Stars does not have it. So it's really weird that it's a Supercell game that doesn't have it. And I just think that it needs it. You need to be able to send a universal message to your band that everybody can see. And it's really, it's just one of those small little quality of life things. So that's number 10. Number 9 is replays. Now, I'm pretty sure these two things are coming. Both of these things are going to be in the game at some point. It's just a matter of time, whether it's upon global, maybe before global, maybe even after global. But the thing is, these two, we know they're coming. There's just no way that they wouldn't include these two things in the game, which is why they're so low on the top 10 things that it needs. It's not that it's not going to get them. Brawl Stars will get them no matter what. So anyway, coming in at number 8, teaming in Showdown. Now, me personally, this is number 1 on my actual in-game playing. But for the sake of this list, it comes in at number 8. Teaming in Showdown is disgusting. I think it's as soon as you get past 300 trophies, it's almost mandatory to team up with other players in order to win a showdown. And a showdown isn't. I don't see what the benefit of teaming is if at the end of the day you're all going to kill each other regardless. So I could go on and on and on and on about how teaming in Showdown needs to be fixed, but it does. One way that it could be fixed, they put, where if you're over 300 trophies, they put the question marks over your name to avoid people from recognizing their friends, but that's still not quite enough. What I personally think should happen is make it a put some kind of barrier around each brawler to where if you start spinning and you guys get close to each other, your character, if you guys are standing next to each other for more than 2 seconds or something, then one of you is going to start taking damage. I know that's kind of weird and unfair, but that's what happens. People spin around, they get right next to each other. Now they're a team. They're running around. They're killing every other player. So if you're right next to somebody, your health is going to start going down and down. And I'm thinking like, maybe 2 or 3 tiles. What would this do for the melee brawlers? Absolutely nothing, because if El Primo is able to get close enough to any of the brawlers, all he needs is about 2 or 3 seconds, and he's going to be taking damage anyway. So anyway, that's just an idea. I'm sure there's plenty of other ways to fix it. That's just one of my ideas. So coming in at number 7 is bring back OG Heist. Now, this isn't something that it needs. This isn't something that's demanded by, I don't think, anybody. I think I'm maybe within the 1% who actually enjoyed the original Showdown. But I think it would be cool in the sense of having that nostalgia, like this is the original game mode versus this is the new game mode. And this could work. The best way to do to fix the original Heist was to just be able to pick. For example, if I'm Dynamite, okay, and I'm playing on GG Corral, I'm gonna want to defend all day long, But if I'm, let's say Bull in GG Corral, I want to attack. I'm going to want to destroy the save. So giving the option to choose which side you want to be on for OG Heist is definitely the better way to go about it. So yeah, that's just me wanting OG Heist back. I thought it was, I don't know, I always felt like it was probably one of the funner game modes. Just the maps having their issues, but I thought it was really fun. You were either on the squad that was tasked with destroying the safe, or you were tasked with defending the safe, and I just thought that was really cool. I think if you're given the choice, it can make it also really fun. A way to do that might be just breaking, when you decide which brawler you want to be, after you click on the game mode and you decide which brawler you want to be, it prompts, for like 5 seconds while it's finding other players. It gives you the option of, okay, you're going to be on the attack and this person's going to be on the defense. And, or let's say you're like the 4th player to jump in and there's one spot open on each side, you can quickly choose which side you want to jump on. The matchmaking might take a little bit longer, but it'll still be really fun. So anyway, moving away from my personal, what I want, coming in at number 6 would be another game mode. What that game mode might be is, I don't know. I just feel like right now all of the game modes are really fun, but I feel like maybe a 5v5 game mode, or even, like a 2v2 game mode. I know there's duo showdown, which is cool. It's just 2 of you versus everybody else. But maybe like a 2v2 on like, some kind of capture the flag, or like a hide and seek type game. Like, I don't know. I just think maybe adding another game mode right before global would be kind of cool. Anyway, so yeah, that's number 6. I just think that maybe another game mode involving a different number of brawlers as opposed to 1, 2, or 3 would be kind of cool. Coming in at number 5 would be the ability to have all 5 game modes open at all times, or not all 5, but all the game modes, minus the special events, of course. So you have Showdown, and it's kind of like in between duo showdown and regular and solo showdown that you can choose from. And then, I don't know, maybe have On the fourth one, do Brawl Ball and Bounty. You can choose which one you want to play. Because I know there's a lot of people that like Bounty, and then there's a lot of people that like Brawl Ball. And having to wait for each one to come in, that might just be something that people are not enjoying. So yeah, I think having all the game modes available, ideally for me, what I think would be really cool is, let's say you have Gem Grab, and then Gem Grab is split with another game mode. Let's just say, I don't know, we'll pretend hide and seek is a game, where you run in, you grab a gem, and then you gotta go and hide while your teammate protects you. Okay. Anyway, so have Gem Grab with the other game mode, and then you have Showdown with Duo Showdown. Okay, and then you can have Heist with OG Heist, which is original Heist. Those two can share the little bracket, and then the fourth bracket can be Bounty and Brawl Ball, or you could even put Bounty up in with Gem Grab. So I think that would be, it would be cool, because once you unlock another bracket, you don't just unlock one game mode, you unlock two. Showdown and Duo Showdown are two completely different game modes. Even though they have the same end concept, they have a duo versus solo. There's totally different strategy going into each one. In Solo Showdown, you have to defeat everybody else, be the last man standing. Where in Duo Showdown, you have more strategy. You have, you can sit in a bush while your teammate goes and collects elixir, and then you come in and assist, or you guys just both kind of mow down the arena. There's different strategies. So I think having all the game modes available, and putting them with each other on the four brackets would be really cool. I think that would be a lot of fun, especially for new players coming in. It helps them get more game modes faster. So that's what I think. That's leading into, of course, number 4. Number 4 for me would be for the special events to have their own tab. That only opens up, obviously, on the weekends. It opens up, I don't know, Friday, and it's available until, Monday, or from Friday all the way till Sunday at midnight, and then it switches to, it turns off, and that's closed until the following weekend. Obviously, having just the 2 special events that there are now is totally great. But I don't think there would be anything wrong with maybe having one more special event. Another special event would be kind of cool. Again, not sure what. I have a bunch of brainstorm ideas on what other special events might be cool, but that's a different thing for a different video. But anyway, yeah, I think number 4 comes in at just having a special event tab, and just always be on the weekends having that tab available, and then when it's not the weekend, it's kind of grayed out, or it'll just say locked until Friday or whatever. Anyway, so that's number 4. That's just me. Number 3, which is definitely needed all the time, and this is definitely gonna come. This isn't something that isn't gonna happen. Balance changes. I think that before global, there definitely needs to be some balance changes brought into the game. There's a couple of brawlers. I don't want to say a lot, but I don't want to say a lot because not all the brawlers need help, and then I don't want to say a lot on the other end because not a lot of brawlers need a nerf. Anyway, so we have brawlers like Poco. Poco definitely, I feel like he needs a nerf. I don't think he needs an enormous nerf because he went from being the worst brawler to the best brawler. I just think maybe slow down his reload, something like that. I'm not too sure. I'll do a full video on what Poco needs in order to be perfectly balanced within the game. So yeah, but Poco, obviously he needs a nerf. I feel like Daryl needs a rework as far as his super. And then I feel like, the melee brawlers are struggling. And they've been struggling for a long time. I'm meaning in regards to Primo and Mortis. Frank does pretty good. I just did an episode a couple of days ago where I just owned in Showdown. I was just massacring as Frank, and I think he's in a good place. Maybe just an attack speed buff. Maybe if he on his initial attack, not his super. His super is crazy strong, but I think on his initial attack, just attack maybe a hair faster, and that'll definitely make him more viable. Because right now he's really easy to avoid. He's really clunky. If you're not in a bush and they've got some range, they can definitely own Frank. So balance changes, they are coming. I just think that there needs to be a really solid balance change coming into the game before it goes global. Okay, so coming in at number 2, I'm just gonna say it and give a short summary because I feel I can do a whole other video on something that I think would be really cool for this. And number 2 is more skins. Not every brawler has skins. Not every brawler has a voiceover, and the voiceover is whatever. I don't really care for it. But different skins are definitely something that I think add a lot of character into the brawlers. I feel like different skins gives you something more to achieve or to work towards, as opposed to just leveling up a brawler once you get it. For example, perfect example is Crow with his new Phoenix skin. People went bonkers for it. Everybody wants it, myself included. Everyone wants the Phoenix Crow skin. So everyone's striving to get it, and that is amazing. I think that that's such a cool thing when you can make a character, give them a new skin, sort of kind of make them a new character in the way that they look. And I feel like that is definitely needed to get player retention up, as far as like what Supercell cares about. I know player retention is a big thing for them. So I think that would definitely be a big one as far as improving player retention, is adding more skins to the game so that when you unlock a brawler, not only do you want to level this character up, you also want to buy that super cool skin that makes them unique. So anyway, number 1 on things that I think Brawl Stars needs before going global: new brawlers. Now, we currently have 21 brawlers inside of the game, which is a pretty good amount. That's not bad. There's 21 brawlers, super cool. Each one is unique. Each one does something totally different. But I genuinely feel like we need, in order for the game to launch and for it to be something that everybody wants to look at, is to have a well-rounded number like 24 or 25 brawlers. Is that crazy? Absolutely. But I feel like it's necessary. You need more variety in terms of brawler types. Every brawler needs to be 100% different, but there needs to be more than just, for example, 2 throwers. Barley and Dynamite, yeah, they're pretty cool. Each one is cool and unique in their own way, but I feel like we need maybe another thrower. The melee brawlers, yeah, we have Frank, who was just recently added. We have Mortis and El Primo, but I think maybe another melee brawler would be pretty cool as well. Another brawler that might be pretty interesting would be another, I don't know, kind of like a scattershot type brawler, like Pam. I feel like Pam has a really unique shooting type, way of shooting. Like Bo, I feel like they have a really interesting, and then you could also add, maybe even introduce a new type of brawler, like a trapper, somebody who doesn't attack directly. All they do is kind of like set up traps for the opposite brawlers to step on, or you set up like a little line, maybe 3 or 4 tiles wide, and they, like, when they cross that, they get like burned or something. Like, I don't know, something like that would be pretty interesting. But I just feel like maybe a few more brawlers, round the game out at about 24 to 25 brawlers, and then hit that global release button. 24 to 25 brawlers sounds like a really solid number that they can just release the game with. Plus, it'll help, once the game goes global, it'll help people who have been, who have already been playing for a year, actually strive towards getting something new, which would be a new brawler, upgrading those brawlers. And then, they can also kind of go back to being low level with all of the new players, and then going from there. But anyway, number 1 is new brawlers. This is my list, my top 10 things that I think should be in Brawl Stars before global release. Obviously, is it good enough right now to go global? I think, yeah, I think it's perfect. Not perfect, but it's perfectly fine. It's good enough to go global. I think they should just do the same thing that Clash Royale did. Just release it and then fix it as you go. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, I will see you guys later.
All right, we're almost there. Let's use these powerful skills I leveled up. Just a few more hits. Yes, victory. Epic loot. This is going to be so good for my stats. You know what? I think I'm ready for some PvP. Let's join the queue. Okay, friends are joining. Opponents are here. Let's get in the game. Better be on my team if you want to win.
Back from the dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to go fucking mental on this motherfucking drop. The countdown has just begun. Are you ready? Let's go, 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 go.
Now we're back from the dead. We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
We're back from the dead. Back from the dead. Back from the dead.